people of the world. Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is year 2, day 18 for EDSS in the Realm Reborn, and last time we returned to the haunted Hawk Manor to help out some of the Wood Wailers of Gridania who were in distress, and some who had even been mutated into horrendous demons. But now that the exorcism of Hawk Manor has been completed, we're going to move on to the last of the basic hard level mode dungeons that are made available to you after you complete the first part of the main story of the game. But before we do that, there's something else I want to do while I'm here in Limsa. It involves this little Lalafell known as Dodozan. And we want to speak to him and take on his level 14 challenge entitled Good for What Ails You. There's a hectic flush of panic on Dodozan's face as he looks wildly about Hawker's round. Oh dear, my Cascavale is gone and it had to be the one ordered by someone who doesn't brook tardiness. I would bring the matter to the Maelstrom or perhaps seek help from the Yellow Jackets, but my client would likely frown on involving anyone official. Pirates, right? An adventurer such as yourself, though, would be capable of doing a little unofficial investigating. Will you find the stolen nail for me? It was right outside Fisherman's Bottom. Someone surely saw something. What's that? You would have the client's name? Oh, none of that. Discretion creates opportunities. Now go down to Fisherman's Bottom and make your inquiries before this cold mine grows worse. The bloody executioners. No, sounds like we have a lead. Yeah, try and cough it out. But yeah, we want to go to Fisherman's Bottom, which, wow, I don't have that on my... Oh, I could have sworn I had attuned to that Aetherite before. Well, with my first avatar, Mathia, but apparently not with Edie. Hold on, I feel stupid. But yeah, the way we want to go to is going to be right down there. So what we want to do is find our way into this tower and start walking down it. Yeah, I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom. What's going on here? But yeah, I could have sworn I had attuned to the Fisherman's Bottom Aetherite while I was here in the past. I'll deal with you in a moment, and you. But for now, I want to touch the Aetherite. Okay, that's really strange. How come it doesn't... Alright, that's really weird. How come I couldn't access the Fisherman's Bottom Aetherite before? I don't get that. Anyway, I want to speak to these people. First, the affable Angler. After a cask? Well, I can't say if it's likely your cask, but there was a big fella come by recently carrying one. He asked me if I had smoked smackies what would go down nice with ale. It ain't the only thing I know either. The last wore black, and you know what that means? The bloody executioners. And it would seem like you'd be wearing their garb. Just making an observation. Small-boned seller, huh? Did I see someone walk off with a cask of ale? Why, sure it was during the afternoon offloading. Fella didn't look like a thief, though. Hoisted the cask and walked right on over to the Astalicia. Well, that certainly sounds like a good lead, but we need to find our last guy. And we walked by them. Oh no, we know where they are. We know they are. They are over by the ferry. This preoccupied porter right here. Looks like a... Oh no, it's a guy. Looking for Dodozan's cask of ale, eh? I'll help you. Dodozan ain't a bad sort of a swiven trader. There was a toper coming asking after the cask. Wanted to know if it was ale, the poxy fool. And so now that we've done that, we want to speak with the young executioner over on the Astalicia, which is going to be right over there. So, away we go. And so, making our way over this direction. And so this over here is the Astalicia, this big schooner. We want to go inside. I want to speak to whoever is in charge of this ragtag bunch of pirates, or whoever they're supposed to be. I believe they're going to be up on deck. Should be somewhere around here. Yes! Here it is. The young executioner. Hey, you. What's this all about? What are you looking at? This is a dance duel. A dance duel. Much more important than anything you got. Much more. A dance duel, huh? Well, it certainly looks like these two are going at it. And this bunch of drunkards is getting into it. You may be able to scamper up the wagon onto the crow's nest, but can you get down? Not for the silence teeth, you great clodhopper. Begging pardon, Captain, but there ain't no Mikote alive heavier on feet than a great Galutin ruggedin such as yourself. Well said, Captain, and well retorted, you bloody sunseeker. Or was you a moonkeeper? What other lads have you got there? Well, who you came kills, am I right? Who are you, anyway? There was a whole parcel of you of 4, but now there's only 1. That's a miser's trick it is. No, I don't think it is. So we'll explain. Nothing worse than a miser. This old son's what was a madrigal or admiral. What was his name? He didn't like no drinking nor dancing. Bad for colos. Colos? Can't be right. Yeah, because you're wasted. Colos? Ha! Of course you're right there, laddie. Should have never done myself. Anyways, this madrigal. I'll call him Madrigal Pinchfist. Passed decrees like they were farts. He decreed no dancing with a hand's reach of spirits. Sounds like Footloose. But no madrigal smarter than a sailing man. We just stopped reaching with our hands altogether. We invented step dancing. That showed Madrigal pinch fist in his corals. Ha! Yeah, that's right, fella. Guess we all fired up too. Makes you think like, oh, I know. You want to dance. All this time I thought you was just being churlish, but... Like, no. It's not like that at all. No, I insist. Dance first, talk later. That's the way of it. Oh, whatever. Just to amuse you. And so we all get in on this dancing. Yeah, if you remember from year 1, when we were in Gridania, we learned how to harvest dance. And in a special video from the summer of last year, we also learned how to bomb dance. Why, you KGC folks? Dance like sailing folk you do. Could swear there was 3 of you, or was I just... Never mind, Hugh's practically a brother now. You ask me anything. Oh, of course I will. A cask of Dodozan's ale. Carried it off from Fisherman's boat on my very own self it did. That's too matter of fact, we was already drunk all we had aboard. Of course, Dodozan's getting paid for it someday. Don't make a difference if he frets a night or 2. Like, did you hear that? Yeah, big man, I'm looking at you. And I'll step away now. Why, you reprobate whoreson! That's the tail of the cask you looked in! Busted. Courtesy of the Maelstrom. Blackguard, you daren't call yourself a bloody executioner or hug-a-mug about what belongs to who? Dodozan has the cause not to mule about the colours we wear, yeah, and you're playing for a fool! I'm sorry, Captain, wasn't it thinking it through? Goes to fix that I do. It's what they call a court of failing. Yeah, this guy is pissed. Adventurer, I beg pardon for my man. I swear Limland mistook him. Gave him for an oyster, and gave him grit for brains when she made him. Since you're already here, how about you square our account with Dodozan? Take this payment to him. We'd be much obliged. I believe I can do that. For a bloody executioner, you're not so bad. You dancing with us and all, so I'm trusting the guild won't inspire my moral failings in ye. That's a long kill on the Astalicia, if you'll take my meaning. Put your hands down. And you, get out of here. Yeah, you can go now. So now that I've got all that taken care of, there's only one last thing to do. But I don't know if I can necessarily jump off the ship from here. In fact, I'm gonna have to go back down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back down for this one. Now I just have to figure out how to get off. Here we are. No, that's not it. Everything looks the same after a while. Everything looks the same. So now we want to go back to the markets here in Limsalominsa and speak with Dodozan again. There we go. Alright, Dodozana, I got what you're looking for.
There you are, and not a moment too soon. Did you find my ale?
No, but I did get this.
Huh, well, that's the price I was to receive, but where did you get it? Oh, from the bloodier... I mean, from the clients themselves. I see. Yes, there's always some blustery young fellow like that. Hasn't earned his swallows or stars yet, I'll wager. Cards, you say? Captain Monskite is kind to say so, I'm sure, but I hail from Uldar. We trade with anyone if they've guild to pay. Pirates, princes, they're all the same to me. And if I know these particular pirates, and I do, they'll be wanting another cask soon to drink away this little fracas. Many thanks, adventurer.
And so we get the 2,415 experience points if you are using a level 14 character or not higher than 50, plus we now learn to step dance. So why don't we go ahead and show that off again. Yeah, so we've learned the harvest dance, the bomb dance, now we can step dance. Well, let's go ahead and actually hotbar it. Yeah, now let's show it off. Yeah, here's the real river dance. Yeah, I mentioned the Gridania harvest dance as being like the river dance in this game, but that was before I learned that you could do step dancing and bomb dancing, and there's other dances as well you can find. There is one more that you can get in Ul'dah, and another one that you can do by starting on a series of quests. So we're gonna stop dancing for a while because, yeah, I promised you guys we were going to go to a new hard mode dungeon. So, to get access to that, we have to go to Aleport. Yeah, we'll stop the suffering of this poor guy who's been holding that crate that entire time. That cannot have been fun. So, we have arrived in Aleport now. And I believe the person we want to speak to is Diamanda. Okay, yes, I was right. So, she has this challenge entitled Serious Business. Diamanda's hands are idle, though by no fault of her own.
My first genuine assignment under Master Mimidoa, and now this! Whatever did I do to deserve such a fate? Oh, but where are my manners? I am Diamanda, smith recently in the employ of Nodok and Vimeles. I arrived in these parts not a few days past to assist in the restoration of Pharaoh Sirius. Little did I expect my arrival to be greeted by that god's forsaken song! A song I thought confined to my worst nightmares, yes! I speak of the grim serenade of the foul sea which that lured my poor father into watery demise so many years ago. So I stand here with idle hands, powerless to avenge his death, powerless to repay my debt to Master Mimidoa. Once my father's mentor as he now is mine. The agony of it all! If only my brother were here, he would see to it that... but alas, my brother remains lost at sea. You are an adventurer, are you not? Perhaps if you were to defeat the siren? Yes, you must! If not for me, then for all the sailors who seek passage across threatening seas. Seek out Master Mimidoa at the pier. You'll find him gazing grimly in the direction of Pharaoh Sirius, lamenting our fate.
So yeah, we've spoken with Mimidoa before, and we've actually dealt with sirens before, because back over in, I believe it was day 85 or 86, we had to go and deal with a siren as part of the main storyline, and Master Mimidoa was our point of contact, and he helped us get through that situation. So, we're gonna go ahead and speak with Mimidoa, because it's been quite a while.
Nay, another initiate, are ye? No. Huh? Ain't no one that says yes to that. You've a familiar face, though. Come to think of it, you bear a striking resemblance to a brave lad I once met. Helped us chase one of those goddamn sires from Pharaoh Sirius, he did. What's that you say? Speak up, son, your ears are hammered and have taken their toll on my ears. And the road, you may not be half the hero your predecessor was, but you know the saying, any port in a storm.
Whatever that means.
Aye, that's right. Damned if I can tell you why, but that hellsborn hussy is back, and she's running roughshod over the place with a crew of her song-snared flunkies. Me and Diamanda, we've naught to do but sit on our asses till someone cleans the place out. Look, this is more than a reclamation project to me and the lass. That scurvy witch killed her father, one of me prize students. I swore a vow to myself to do his name proud and restore the beacon. but these hands were made for hammering, not scuffling with sirens. What do you say if you follow in your forebear's footsteps and fight this one for old Mimidora? I'll send word to David, the god of the lighthouse. He'll tell you all you need to know.
And so with that, we will indeed proceed to make our journey. But we have to speak with the right people, namely the ferry skipper, because they'll get us to where we need to go, which is the Isles of Umbra, at a cost of 40 gil. And so now, once having arrived at the Isles of Umbra, we'll go ahead and find David right here, and speak with him. Hello there, David.
Oh, adventurer, you've come out a moment too soon. The siren has holed itself up in the lantern chamber atop the structure. The most direct route would be through the front door, but I fear the siren is already wise to our intentions, and has posted the most formidable of her thralls to guard the entrance. Our only hope is to breach our foe's defenses, is to attack from below, through the flood cellar. If you cannot win this battle for us, I know not who can. Go forth, friend, that Pharaoh Sirius may shine bright anew.
And so now, we have access to our first of the initial hard mode dungeons, or rather the last of the initial hard mode dungeons, Pharaoh Sirius. So, it's time to once again get into battle gear, and then we'll go ahead and access Pharaoh Sirius. Alright, so, whoop, no, I don't want Hawk Hard selected. Pharaoh Sirius is what we're looking for. So, be back in a moment, and we will begin our entry into the lighthouse known as Pharaoh Sirius. And so, we have now arrived here at the lighthouse here in Limsa, and La Nosea for that matter, known as Pharaoh Sirius. Of course, this being a lighthouse, we're going to have to do a lot of climbing in this place. And those yellow crystals you see, they're going to play a very significant impact in the journey we take, as myself and 3 other players take it on. And so here we go. So as mentioned before, we have to start out in the canals beneath the tower before we can access the lighthouse itself. So whenever our tank is ready, we'll be off. So a lot of the enemies you'll see down at the bottom, because we're in a water area, naturally, there are going to be lots of fish that we're going to have to deal with. And as you notice, they're probably, as well, they're flying fish, so they just hover in midair like this. Which is really cool. Because it would be too easy to basically, like, take a fish and basically, like, magic carpet or something. Just have to flop around in the water and do nothing. Okay, here we go. Where's the tank? Yeah, suddenly the controller dying. Uh-oh. Well, I'll protect the healer while you're getting yourself reset here. There's tank. Hey, so far so good. We were able to win that fight without our tank. Alright, looks like he's ready to go again. And away we go. More scary things to fight. And there'll be a lot of scary uglies to fight. Yeah, you can see this one almost looks like a stone that has moss on it. Or ignite that I'm fighting. I hope you're enjoying the haunting siren-esque music. Hopefully it's not seducing you to such a point that it's gonna drag you to your death. Of course, here at Pharaoh Sirius, that is what we are fighting, as a siren. Following before in the main story back in year 1, now we're gonna fight one here in this hard level dungeon. So all we have to do is just get these big uglies dealt with. Like this. Ah. That's a nice score. So as we get onto dry land now, we're going to see that
the effect of the siren will start to be seen. You can see these zombie sailors. These poor guys are victims of the siren's curse. So unfortunately, we gotta put them out of their misery. And you may have noticed on them as well that they have some yellow stuff attached to them. Those are corrupted crystals that are found and strewn all over the place. As we go further up, you'll be able to see them out on the field. In fact, we should see some right over... Okay, I can't see any yet. But we can see more of these dead guys that are going to be coming back to life. You can see the corrupted crystals are strewn all over them. The guy we want is the one with a huge crystal on his back. This is the guy we want to kill first because he can do the most damage. Once you get rid of him, then you can focus on his friends. And away we go again. Using these zombie sailors, nothing. Yeah, you gotta wonder sometimes if Sailor Moon is a zombie because of the fact that that's pretty much how she is in battle. She's pretty much more or less a zombie than anything else because she doesn't actually do anything until it's almost all over. So here is our first of 3 mini-bosses here in Barrow Sirius. And yeah, I did not misspeak there. This is the only place in the game where there are 3 mini-bosses as opposed to 2. And what you're going to want to do, in addition to dealing with the main mini-boss here, is take out his puppies. You have to deal with them. Plus, in addition to that, you're going to see that happen. That's an AoE that can debuff you. Because, yeah, once you step into it, you will start to suffer debuffs. The thing is, while all that's going on, you also have to deal with all the dogs that are on the field. They're just in numbers here. And as much as you don't want to, you're going to be forced to get your hands on some of them. Because as you can see, now I took a debuff. And as you can see, we all just died. Except for me, because I was standing on the one side of the field that was not affected. Yeah, once the divide and conquer goes up, you're pretty much screwed. Once that happens, you are in deep trouble because, yeah, this is a very difficult fight. But the thing is, this is actually the first mini boss is actually the hardest boss here. The rest are fine. The rest are relatively easy. Once you've dealt with Simon the Unsinkable, you'll be just fine. So yeah, this could take a little while. Because it doesn't matter how buffed you are, or how powered up you are, the way this boss fight goes, it can pretty much immortalize you like that. So, getting back to our primary antagonist here, Simon the Unsinkable. And so far, after that first fight, he proved to be just that, unsinkable. And that's the thing, with all the stuff that you're going to have to deal with, it's going to be very difficult to keep everyone together because you want to avoid being affected by the corrupted crystals as much as possible because, as you saw, it pretty much eliminated all of us in one fell swoop. So, dealing with this, once you get this out of the way, you'll be fine afterwards, but man oh man, this is quite a fight. Okay, dogs out on the field. Gotta eliminate those. Get back here, doggy. Get on back here. He's down. As soon as they show up, then 2 more show up. Look out. Get rid of the doggies. Okay, yeah, we've got a temporary reprieve. With this, got a temporary reprieve, gotta take advantage of it. Alright, next up. Oh, damn, I got afflicted. I was afflicted by that shot. Like this. Oh, look out. And this is where this fight can get really chaotic. All these hounds on the field, plus having to deal with Simon himself. This is a nightmare of a fight. Yeah, you can see what I'm standing in and how much it's going to affect me. We got to get rid of the dogs. We got to get rid of the corrupting crystals. Alright, temporary reprieve. As you can see, myself and the oh, I'm going to suffer for this. You can see there is little room to move around at all. You are just given no opportunity to keep yourself protected. But thankfully the tank held out and we are victorious. And that is a nightmare of a fight. Definitely not one you want to deal with. Now we have to get around these guys as corrupted crystals now start falling from the ceiling. And this is something we're going to see quite a bit in the second part of this place. Is a whole lot of corrupted crystals falling from the ceilings. Alright, let's put our backs into it. Done. Kapow! Gotcha on that one. And now you're dead too. Alright, moving on. So yeah, we saw corrupted crystals, now we have corrupted crystals that we can actually fight in corrupted sprites. And these things cast Banish on you, which if they cast Banish 3 on you, it's actually quite a devastating move. That can take off a lot of HP off of you. Now, if you're already tempted, you can go over there and get that treasure chest over there, but no one ever goes for it, I've found. Everyone just skips it and starts climbing up the lighthouse. And as you can see, it's a nightmare just to even get access to a treasure chest. Because these crystals are just falling everywhere. It is definitely a difficult place to be fighting. Hey, that's why it's a hard level dungeon. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to test you to the utmost. Let's go ahead and take it on. Alright, one slime is down over there. One slime is down over here. Good. We can advance. Nothing to deal with over here, except more crystals crashing down, as you can see, some landed on our heads. It doesn't hurt that much, but as you can see, it still hurts. So we'll get you eliminated as soon as we can. Alright, you're down. Alright, now as far as I know, there is nothing over here other than more stuff that people don't often go for, if at all. Now this is something you see a lot, unfortunately. We're going for... There's lots of different side paths you can take, but no one ever goes down them. And that's quite a shame because you never know what you could be missing. Like, there's stuff that you could be finding that could really be of benefit to you, and you won't be getting your hands on because you're skipping it all. You know, in a lot of the hard mode dungeons, you will see a lot of people just skipping all the extra treasures and just trying to finish as fast as they possibly can. Alright, so now we can start to see a little bit of daylight. We now take on these Screamers, and these are actually an indication of what we're going to be facing next, because you saw the big bird that just went by. That's the second mini-boss that we have to deal with here in Feral Sirius. So once we get rid of the little guys, we'll go after the big bird. Crap, my throat is starting to fill up with stuff that shouldn't be in there. Yeah, we cannot have that while I'm doing commentary. So yeah, here's the big bird, Zoo. So the trick with this guy is that you just want to fight him straight up. The thing is, you'll see that there are now Zoo eggs on the field of battle. And the thing is, as tempting as it is to go and attack them to prevent them from hatching, the thing is you actually want them to hatch, because if you break even a single egg, that will piss off the Zoo so much that it will get a really huge increase to its stats, and it will end up getting you in the worst way. You could very well get killed even when one egg is cracked by someone other than by the little birds themselves hatching of their own volition. But still, you want to get rid of the little Zoo pullets and Zoo cockerel because they can cause good damage that ends up running on a continuous stream here. So if you don't deal with them right away, you're going to regret it. Okay. Wait a minute, did I get nailed by another one? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, these things will just pop out of nowhere and give you no end of trouble. In fact, I'm about to die. I am about to die, and that is not good. Thankfully, the healer was paying attention and saved me. And now one more to break. One more newborn hatchling to kill off. You get away from me. Alright, it's dead. And Zoo almost is the same way. Just wait for it to come down. And you can't do anything while it's hovering in the air. You just have to wait for it to come back. And let's go ahead and use another break to finish it off. There we go. And we can move on. Alright, on to our next location. So as I mentioned, that is the second of 3 mini-bosses here in Pharaoh Sirius. Last one is actually pretty easy. It's the easiest of all 3, in the sense that all you have to do, even though there'll be reinforcements that will show up, you don't even have to fight them. It's just that easy. So what we want to do first, before we continue on, is shut off those valves. You can see our Arcanist is doing that. Our Summoner, more specifically, because he's level 50. Just like we all are. And you want to avoid getting damaged by these smoke, these clouds of ether smoke, because it's all leaking. And take that. Triple threat heading your way. Corrupted Sprite. And once you deal with him, you deal with the Corrupted Pudding, but it will spawn little versions of itself. You can see that's what it's doing right now, actually. Come on, get it done. There we go. Get it done! As Larry the Cable Guy would say, oh, look out. So as you can see, the big, ugly, corrupted pudding spawned 2 of itself. Unfortunately, you don't get any money for killing the little ones, though. And trying to avoid taking damage. We get to the last of this part. Alright, so, yeah, the Summoner will take care of it for us. We deal with the corrupted pudding here. And as you can see, we're already at the line that indicates the next mini-boss. Yeah, the transition between the 2 spots is very short. And the corrupted pudding is down. And so we're on to mini-boss number 3, the Tyrant. This one will go over very fast. All you have to do is just target the Tyrant. And no matter how many reinforcements come in, you don't even have to bother touching them. And you can see zombie sailors are now into the field of battle, but as you can see, we're damaging the Tyrant so fast that it doesn't even matter what they do. That probably did not even take more than 30 seconds. It was just that fast. go ahead and play for this. Because why not? It's worth it to get seals. And so, following the transition from our third mini-boss, we now have reached the top of Pharaoh Sirius. And the siren that we fought before, well, she is back. And she's in possession of a harp, and she's not going to be afraid to use it. And don't you smile at me. Yeah, you can't affect me with your song. Alright, here we go. There's the siren that we have to defeat. Beaten before in year 1, let's go ahead and finish it off in year 2. So in this battle, it's much like the battle that you did in year 1. But in this time, you do have to kill the siren as well as its reinforcements. The victims of the siren's song, as it were. But there are specific enemies that you need to defeat first when you see reinforcements come onto the field. When you see them come onto the field, the one you want to attack is the sergeant. The sergeant is the one that can give the siren the strongest buffs. Once you got rid of the sergeant, then you can deal with the privates. And then once they're gone, return to attacking the siren. And then she's gonna fly away. She's known to do this at times. Yeah, and then once you see sergeants out on the field, get them. Get them, kill them, do whatever it takes. Because they can actually latch themselves onto various people, and you're trying to break them out will get you a status affliction. Thankfully, it's only temporary. But if you don't treat it correctly, then you will get hit with the true siren song, which will really screw you over. Okay, I do not see any sergeants out on the field, which means we can just focus on going after the privates. Oh, the healer. The healer's been affected. Crap. But only temporarily. That flies away, looking for sergeants. They're looking for sergeants. There's one right there. Let's go ahead and take him out. Right, there's one gone. Now where's the other? Alright, I got the treasure. Nice. Ah, crap. I got affected by the siren song. I'm attacking my own tank. That's never good. Let's use Lemon Break and finish this right now. Doesn't get us there yet, but we're just that close. And there it goes. Yeah, you saw the demonstration of what happens when you get hit with the siren song at the wrong time, but she is no more. The lighthouse at Pharaoh Sirius has been saved. And thus, we can claim our victory. So before they all... I guess I win the treasure, even though I didn't know what it was, but it's alright. So yeah, I guess they were all in a hurry to leave. But they did express their gratitude, so that's it for Pharaoh Sirius, the fourth and final of the basic hard-level dungeons that are accessible to you after you beat the initial main storyline of the game. And so, with all that taken care of, we can now move on to getting back to the main storyline, and so that's what we're going to do next time. Plus, there's an event that's going on as we speak that I want to also cover before it becomes too late, so we'll deal with all of that next time. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will resume with the main storyline, as well as take on the new special event that's been made available to you during this month of February. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.